A high-stakes standoff in disputed waters has exposed a critical operational vulnerability in Manila maritime frontline. When the 97-meter flagship BRP Teresa Magbanua MRRV 9701 endured a grueling 5-month deployment at Sabina, Shoal, facing repeated physical rammings that visibly compromised its steel hull, it underscored an unsustainable reality. Having only two 97-meter patrol vessels left the Philippine Coast Guard with severe logistical gaps whenever a ship required dry dock maintenance or emergency resupply. Smaller 44-meter patrol crafts were simply outmatched in displacement during intense gray zone maneuvers. Recognizing this urgent tactical bottleneck, Tokyo executed a massive maritime commitment. Under the Maritime Safety Capability Improvement Project Phase 3, Japan formalized a special loan agreement valued at 64,380 million Japanese yen, equivalent to roughly 413 million United States dollars. The agreement, signed between the Japan International Cooperation Agency and the Philippine government in June 2024 following formal diplomatic exchanges in May 2024, finances the construction of 5 brand new 97-meter multi-role response vessels by Mitsubishi Shipbuilding at their Shimonoseki shipyard. This historic program expands the Teresa Magbanua class from just 2 units to a formidable fleet of 7 sister ships, with initial deliveries slated between 2027 and 2028. By dramatically scaling up heavy patrol assets, this Tokyo-backed initiative provides the structural backbone Manila needs to sustain unbroken year-round deployments across vital sea lines. Before we go on, do you believe these 7 Japanese-built patrol giants will permanently shift the balance of maritime control? Subscribe to the channel to track every naval update and tell me where you are watching from. To understand the true operational impact of this fleet expansion, we must dissect the cutting-edge engineering emerging from Mitsubishi Shimonoseki shipyard. Derived directly from the proven Kunigami class operated by the Japan Coast Guard, the Philippine Teresa Magbanua platform measures 96.6 meters in overall length with a full load displacement of 2,260 metric tons. Unlike the original Japanese baseline, this upgraded variant integrates an innovative structural alteration featuring split exhaust funnels positioned along both sides of the hull. This specialized layout creates dedicated space for an enclosed aviation hangar, capable of housing an Airbus H145 light utility helicopter, extending the vessel aerial reconnaissance horizon beyond 150 kilometers. The propulsion architecture is specifically tailored for extended surveillance duties in contested waters. Powered by 2 primary diesel engines generating 13,200 kilowatts, the ship achieves top speeds exceeding 24 knots and an operational range greater than 4,000 nautical miles. Crucially, the platform incorporates a secondary low-speed electric propulsion system. This hybrid configuration allows the vessel to loiter at efficient crawl speeds between 5 and 8 knots, minimizing engine wear and conserving fuel during prolonged shadowing tasks. As a result, each ship can sustain continuous 15 to 30-day unassisted sea deployments. Sensory and combat management suites provide critical mission awareness. The bridge is equipped with dual Furuno X and S-band maritime radars, paired with long-range Teledyne FLIR electro-optical infrared camera systems for day and night tracking through heavy tropical storm conditions. Secure and jam-resistant shipboard communications are managed via the Road and Schwarz Navic system. For tactical enforcement and underwater survey, the platform supports Turkish-made Aselsan Smash 30mm remote-controlled stabilized gun systems, 2 high-speed rigid-hull inflatable boats, and a dedicated remotely operated underwater vehicle. Beyond individual hardware specifications, the true strategic breakthrough lies in naval operational mathematics. Maritime doctrine relies on the classic rule of 3 to maintain continuous presence. For every single vessel deployed on active station, a Navy or Coast Guard requires a second ship in transit or undergoing resupply, and a third platform in dry dock for scheduled overhaul and technical repairs. When the Philippine Coast Guard operated only 2 97m units, the BRP Teresa Magbanua MRRV 9701 and BRP Melcora Aquino MRRV 9702, sustaining unbroken coverage was mathematically impossible. Whenever one ship withdrew to port for refit or sustained hull damage during high seas encounters, operational coverage collapsed to barely 30% of the operational calendar. This created predictable strategic voids that opposing maritime forces quickly exploited. Expanding this fleet to 7 97m vessels fundamentally changes the strategic equation across the West Philippine Sea. With 7 identical sister ships entering service through 2027 and 2028, Manila can comfortably maintain 2 ships on permanent 24/7 deployment at critical flashpoints such as Sabina Shoal and Scarborough Shoal. Simultaneously, 2 additional vessels can operate on rotating patrols escorting resupply missions near 2nd Thomas Shoal and Thitu Island. A 5th hull remains on standby at Palawan as a rapid reaction asset capable of deploying within 4 to 6 hours, while the remaining 2 ships rotate through routine maintenance cycles and crew training in Subic Bay. This 7-ship fleet posture enables a decisive white hull strategy. Instead of risking naval escalation by deploying gray hull warships, the Philippine Coast Guard can deploy heavy, reinforced Japanese-built patrol vessels to absorb physical pressure, maintain unbroken legal presence, and neutralize gray zone maneuvers through sheer endurance and operational mass. This operational leap carries profound geopolitical implications that extend well beyond the Philippine coastline. For Tokyo, securing maritime stability along the Luzon Strait and the South China Sea is an existential imperative, as more than 80% of Japan imported crude oil and liquefied natural gas navigates these exact sea lanes. By financing and manufacturing this 7-ship fleet, Japan is reinforcing its free and open Indo Pacific strategy and solidifying the first island chain from the Ryukyu Archipelago down to Palawan. The strategic synergy reaches even further when combined with the historic reciprocal access agreement signed between Tokyo and Manila in July 2024. Under this framework, an ongoing Japan International Cooperation Agency technical programs running through 2028, over 500 Philippine Coast Guard personnel are undergoing specialized operational and maintenance training. Furthermore, newly constructed port infrastructure in Subic Bay can support interoperability between Philippine patrol cutters and visiting Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force assets during combined maritime security drills. The ultimate takeaway from this acquisition is clear. Moving from 2 to 7 Teresa Magbanua class vessels marks the definitive transformation of the Philippine Coast Guard from a localized search and rescue unit into a true blue water maritime force, capable of enforcing international law across its entire 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone. Rather than triggering active military conflict, Manila and Tokyo have created a persistent civilian shield built on industrial precision and diplomatic alignment. As the first new hulls prepare for sea trials leading up to their 2027 delivery, a critical question remains for the future of the Indo-Pacific region. Will this formidable fleet of 7 Japanese-built patrol giants be enough to permanently deter gray zone incursions? Or will Manila eventually need to deploy dedicated naval destroyers to secure its territorial waters? Share your perspective in the comments below.